Jack, good evening. Welcome back. Good to see all of you legends back in the stream once again. Ready for another A220 flight. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I said it in my my Discord announcement. Every flight that passes by, I enjoy it more and more. You got good taste, Jake. Good taste, mate. Right, shall we go and get this show on the road? Now, what does everybody think about this absolutely freaking beautiful livery? I don't know whether there's been a Qantas link on Twitch yet. I don't know whether there's been a Qantas link flight. So, yeah, it should be a very, very, very nice one. Right, let's go and get this show on the road. That's all good. That's all good. And we'll go and switch across. Chat, a very, very, very good evening to all of you legends. Happy Sunday! My God, I think if there is ever a time frame that I am not live, Sunday evenings must be up there as the highest one. I feel like me doing Sunday evening streams is very, very, very rare. But hey, here we are. Chat, good to see all of you legends. Welcome back. It was an interesting break. About half an hour before our roast dinner, my lovely mother dropped an entire bottle of oil all over the kitchen floor. So yeah, it's been it's been an interesting short break between the stream earlier and this evening because it was an absolute nightmare. But all is fixed, so that's the main thing. All is sorted, all is cleaned up. But yeah, it was a bit of a mass operation. Even if my my kitchen floor after a few cleans is still like a skating rink, so that's going to be good. Do I sense an exclusive livery? Maybe. Yeah, Tavers, the absolute legend, was kind enough to send across this livery for us to fly this evening. It's not complete, so there's still areas that, you know, he's got to touch up, but I mean, overall, it does look freaking beautiful. And it gives us such an amazing flight to Hamilton Island as well with Qantas, so I'm very, very, very excited. Now, this isn't one on the INI manager yet. This will most likely come on flightsim.to once the plane does release. Tavers, who is very well known for his paints down under. He seems to be one of the first people that has prepped a Qantas livery. So you should have a nice Qantas livery to go if you're interested in flying this when it does release. You're on call with Ground and it's his birthday. Wish him a happy birthday. I'll be sure to do so. Yes, definitely. I can't believe that we've got ATC. It's like 3 o'clock here it's 3 o'clock in the morning here in Brisbane. I have moved the time forward a tiny bit. So we're at 5:09. Yeah, so we're at the correct minute, but we're a few hours ahead or a couple of hours ahead to make sure we can get a nice sort of sunrise, and we're doing a nice day approach into Hamilton Island. So yeah, if you're about to shout at me about realism, I'm sorry, I can't help it. It's all for the vibes, all right. It's all planned well. Right, let's go and grab some of the alerts, and we'll go and get started. Dan, the one and only, with 500 bits, which seems to have played after Fartbender's sub, but we'll just swing them around the other way. Thank you so much, Fartbender. Appreciate the 11 months. A very, very, very good evening to you, mate. Thank you for the resub. Appreciate the prime. And Dan, thank you for the 500 bits. Aussie vibes, let's go. I'm excited. Yeah, it's a bit of an exclusive livery showcase on Twitch tonight. So, yeah, I thought this one would get everyone a little bit excited. Dan, you're a legend. Thank you so much, mate. Appreciate your bits. Fartbender, the one and only. Thank you for your 11 months. And Nutty with the 11 months as well. Thank you for your prime as well, sir. Nutty, cheers for your support, lad. I appreciate your nearly 1 year sub. You're a diamond. Thank you for your support, mate. Cheers, 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 cheers. It does. Yeah, Victor Hotel X-Ray 4 Kilo is the registration. Wasn't around for the morning stream. How were the landings this morning? Funnily enough, my best landing in this plane has come into Florence, which is arguably the hardest landing we've done. Like, in terms of difficulty. Yeah, Florence was just amazing. It was, you know, beautiful touchdown. We didn't slam the nose. It was very good. Zurich was all right. I think it was better than what we done yesterday, but still not as good as my Florence landing. So I'm hoping that it's short runways and difficult approaches that I seem to succeed on, because we've got Hamilton Island, which should be pretty tricky. Has there been any updates for the plane? Yes, we got a hot fix yesterday evening, so we was flying that earlier today as well. Oh, welcome in, mate. Good to see you, bud. It's a shame that it's not the green livery. That would have been lovely, but the Qantas Link livery will do for now, for sure. Marino, good evening. Welcome into you, mate. Happy Sunday. I hope you're doing very well, mate. Welcome in. Welcome. Right, let me go and show you the flight, and we'll get started. So, we are going to be flying this evening a Q-Link flight that isn't the Embraer. Praise the Lord. So, we're going to be flying the Qantas 1592, or flown under Qantas Link 1592, the QLK. 1592 service Brisbane to Hamilton Island. Funnily enough, the one that I've clicked on is the exact same registration at which we have in the sim, in Victor Hotel X-Ray 4 Kilo. So, yeah, there we go. Ultra realistic this evening, chat. So Q-Link 1592, we're going to fly up to Hamilton Island. I don't know whether we're flying back or whether we're going to maybe do another 220 flight. Maybe we're going to leave the 220 for the night there and do something else. I don't know. But we'll see when we get to Hamilton Island. See what we're in the mood for. But yeah, we've got a stunning flight up to there, which should be very good. How's the weather looking? Oh my God. And we can do the 1-4 RNP AR approach as well. Yes. Yeah, let me show you the approach quickly so you can see what it looks like. So you fly a beautiful approach over the airport to Ovron, and then you get a stunning circle in to land on runway 14. Yeah, I've not flown to here for years. Well, I won't say years, because I actually don't remember when it last was. Last time we done Hamilton Island was March 2025, so it's been a year and a bit since we last done Hamilton Island, and that was only in the Learjet. So, yeah, doing it in this A220 is going to be freaking sick. I'm so excited. So yeah, Q-Link 5092 up to there. Obviously, stunning livery as you can see. 481. I'm sure we'll most likely carry on the trend and spank the landing. I wouldn't be surprised. Noah, hey, welcome in. Ethan, morning. Hello, Stu. Thank you for your follow as well. Stuggy. Cheers, mate. Welcome in. Welcome. So, yeah, stunning livery. This livery will be available on release for you guys. It's not yet up on the Innie Manager, but has been done by the legend Tavers. So, if you're looking to get the A220 and you're looking to do some Qantas link ops, Tavers has got you sorted. And out of absolutely nowhere, Mr. Derby Shark is in with 20 gifted.
Derby Shark 221 gifted 20 subs.
Mr. Derby Shark, you absolute freaking legend. Right, bear with. I need to swing round and get back to a view of the plane so I can go and grab your 20 gifted. Chat, there's already some absolute legends that have done it, but can we go and get some love in that chat? 20 gifted sub bombs to start the stream. That is a great way to kickstart what I hope is going to be an incredibly amazing flight. Mr. Derby Shark, thank you so much, mate. I am going to go and grab my stream elements thing and grab the names of those. Britain, hello, Sir Joel. Good to see you, mate. I need to pop into your stream over the next couple of days or when you're next live, because I've seen you've been live recently. So, yeah, I look forward to it. Britain, Joel, thank you for 74 months, mate. Hope you're having a wonderful time with the 220. I really am. You know, there are things that I would like to see improved and, you know, made better. But I really am warming to the aircraft as flights go by. Like, more flights that I do, I seem to enjoy it even more. So, yeah, I am getting on really well with the A220. I'll be honest, my major concern, like, besides anything else, is the performance. That's the only thing that worries me. I've watched a bit of Kenko, I've watched a bit of 10 Minutes Until Landing, I've watched a few people, and I see lots of, you know, lower FPS than normal in terms of base FPS. Like, frame gen, fine, but that low FPS value seems to be really hitting a couple of guys. So it does worry me, you know, when you look at the likes of people like Kenko who have got 5090s, same as me, 9950 X3Ds, and, you know, my performance wasn't the best at Zurich, which, you know, Zurich isn't the best on performance. So, yeah, I don't know. That's my one big thing that worries me, but we'll see. Mr. Derby Shark, mate, thank you so much. It is an absolute pleasure having you in the stream tonight. Thank you for the 20 to Blackbird Maestro, Moz, David, Digerly, D Podolphin Gaming, Task Fabio, Tesco Ready Mills, Interdot, Dan Francisco, Daytonian, Kinita, Mayduch, UK Swift, Continuous Ignition, Astral Dust, Captain Balu, and FS7378. Mate, thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. I'm sure they will, mate. I was actually in Edward's stream yesterday and this afternoon, and I was saying, like, I really do think it's only going to take a few hot fixes to get it to a really good aircraft. Consistent FPS is what we want. If that's slightly low, that's okay. It's the choppiness and stuttering that gets me. Yeah, I absolutely agree. I do think that does come, obviously, from the slightly lower FPS value as well, the base FPS value. So, yeah, it's my one major concern with this plane. You know, taking away anything about some of the quirks that it does have, whether you think they're right, whether they're not right, that is the one thing that does worry me for people that don't have, you know, 5090s, 9950 X3Ds. How are those people going to get on with performance? But we'll see. We'll have to wait and see, you know, post-release, whether that can be improved a little bit and stuff like that. But, yeah, just For anybody that's been on the fence about this plane, every flight that goes by with this plane, I just love it even more. I'm having a lot of fun, as you can probably tell by the amount I've flown it. So, yeah. Lewis, hey, mate, good evening. Fofa, good evening. Exerted, good evening. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Right, shall we go and get started and go and get flying? I'm going to change away from Calvin Harris playlist because as much as he does have some tunes, I feel like it's just going to cycle through Calvin Harris, Calvin Harris, Calvin Harris. Let's have a bit of... There we go. We'll have a bit of Flow Rider. We'll have a bit of Florida. Lovely. So what we're going to do is we're going to start obviously doing a departure with it dark. And then we've got sunrise in like an hour's time when we're departing out of it, which should look absolutely beautiful. So for anybody that hasn't seen the A220 in the evening, you're going to get to see that now. So let's go and get the GPU on. Batteries. Chuck you on there. Get a bit of power to the plane. Felix, can I just ask how you have so many sceneries? Are you sponsored or just dedicated to your sceneries? Yeah, mate, I'm sponsored by AnyBuild, so obviously I get a lot of their sceneries for free to showcase to the community. I also do earn money from streaming. It is my job, so, you know, I always put that money back into invest in new sceneries, new aircrafts, if I've not sent them to showcase. You know, I always want to be one of the first streamers to showcase a new scenery. So I'll always pick that up to showcase to the community. So, yeah. To be honest with you, mate, the money that I put into buying sceneries, it's my job. You know, I reap the benefits of clawing that back with people that, you know, drop a gifted sub, drop a resub, drop some bits or whatnot. So, yeah, it's all an investment in my content, mate. So, yeah, hopefully that answers your question. We don't have to go around. Welcome to my house. Right, this is probably going to be the longest flight that we're going to have done in the A320, the A220. I think it's like an hour and 40. Yeah, an hour and 45. It's quite a long one up to Hamilton Island. Yeah, Flying Welshman. I know what you mean. Repping the Innie merch tonight. Obviously. So, as I said, Q-Link 1592 today. Brisbane to Hamilton Island. We are nearly at the end of a very, very busy month. So, 26th of July, 2026. I have just remembered that I need to pay my tax before Friday. Fun. Stunning RNP AR in the pitch black now, mate. It's going to be sunrise by the time we're out of here, so it'll all be good. It'll all be good. So we're climbing up quite high on this one. 360, 1 hour 43 up to Hamilton Island. And let me show you the routing. We'll get a bit of lighting and stuff like that. So, routing towards Bixad looks like it's going to be the southwesterly departure runway to Bixad, up the coast, over the top of Gladstone, just east of Rockhampton, and then up into Hamilton Island. Like I said, the winds are currently favouring the RMP AR for 1-4. So I'm very much looking forward to that. Right, let's get a little bit of lighting. And we will go and start getting this plane prepped up. I don't like it. No, I love it. Looks so neat in the dark. It's a beautiful plane. It'd be 01 right for departure. Oh, there we go. 01 right then. Zach, good evening. Hello, 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 hello. Right, request boarding. Let's go and get the passengers on for the flight to Hamilton Island. All right, all right. I don't like it. I love it. Do we have to fire up MSFS 2024 to buy this item? Yes. You will only be able to purchase this product via the marketplace. in the coming week, which I am very excited for you lot to get your hands on it. I'm very glad that the overall consensus is, you know, pretty positive to this plane. Ah, I don't know why I'm doing it like that. There we go. Yes, Cole. I am definitely on Navigraph. Yes. How come is it marketplace only? Is it like a deal with Microsoft they've made? I mean, I don't think any of us know the exact details of the contract between Builds and Microsoft, but yeah, I would imagine that's the case. You know, I think it is, as Ben says, pirating and piracy things, and it is also the side of they sort of want to get a piece of the pie of Builds releasing the product. You know, Microsoft want to make a bit of money through the product that's made. So yeah, you can understand it. No flight plan. If I don't have a flight plan on VATSIM, that I will need to go and sort out. I'm sure I fold on VATSIM. Maybe I didn't. Let me double check. There we go. It's so fascinating to see how Airbus and Bombardier this is combined. Nick, it's a very, very, very interesting plane, the A220. I thought I would be able to get along with it. Like, I don't know how to word this. Like, this is my 7th flight, and I feel like I am a lot more accustomed with it now than what I was. Oh, look. Can you see those weird boxes with the GSX people? That's strange. I've never seen that before. Weird. You see your flight plan on your end, Cole. Files have to go somewhere, don't they, to make it work? It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really make much difference, does it? What, in terms of piracy, the, do correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm sure, like, the marketplace stuff is more encrypted, which prevents it a bit more. I mean, I've got no idea, but, I'm sure there is a little bit more protection with, marketplace products. In comparison to a community thing, which is just pick up over. Alright, let's chuck those auto. Jamie's professional opinions are renowned pirate. Yeah, that's it. Aha! Sorry, I can't believe that I just done that. Sorry. Don't worry, I'm also mortified in myself. I mean, in terms of people getting the aircraft, whether it comes in your store, people still get the aircraft. Yeah, I personally don't get what the big hoo-ha is of people being like, no, I'm not buying this until it comes to the Innie store. Yeah, I don't really get what the big deal is. Like, you get the exact same product. You know, I do understand that people mention about, like, updates and stuff like that, but we now have lots of days where things update on the marketplace, so, yeah, it's weird. Off-topic question. No, mate, not off-topic at all. Yes, mate, I will be there in Bristol in October, which I'm looking forward to. Okay, so expect departure runway 01 right. Now, will they give us a Bixad 2 departure? Or will they give us that? I'm not sure. Let's go and call up Tower, and then we can go and work from there. It's a bit confusing. Are you going for the weekend or just one day? Yeah, I'm getting into Bristol on Friday. because we've got an Innie Build event in London on Thursday. So I'm going into London for an Innie Builds event on Thursday. Then I am going to Bristol on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I've got my room until Monday. But it just sort of depends whether I'm like, shall I just have a sleep before coming back the next day or come back after the event? I don't know. It's obviously going to be a very busy few days. So yeah, we'll see. Big Sad 2. Cool. Well, if that's what we're getting then I'll chuck that in. So 1 right, Big Sad 2, done, execute. Lovely. More liveries dropped. No. I was Tavers, the absolute legend who made this livery, was kind enough to send this one to me. So yeah, it's not fully done just yet, so you might notice a few little issues here and there. You'll see like a few little flickering text. I don't know whether they'll come across on the stream or not, but like you'll see a few flickering boxes, and there's just a few areas where it's not like fully working with the aircraft just yet. But I mean, I think you only really notice that in the evening. I mean, from that view, you can't tell anything. So yeah. Okay, Big Sad 2. Interesting. So you get like a right turn back on yourself. I imagine we'll get some sort of vector to Big Sad. In terms of the arrival, I won't chuck in the arrival just yet. Let's go in here. We'll do flight plan request. Like I said, it's a bit of a longer one, this one, chat. We've got a flight of about 1 hour and 45 on this one up to Hamilton Island, so it's slightly on the longer side. Very small, wouldn't notice unless pointed out, yeah. I know Tavers has got every plans to fix those. Tavers is a man that likes perfection. So I know when he releases this, he's going to want it to be top. But yeah, he was kind enough to send it across to me to use tonight. Which worked out very well because I was waiting for a good Qantas livery to be able to do this flight. What have we got? 24.8. But cheers for earlier, by the way, today, guys. I really enjoyed the flight to Florence. It was probably my most enjoyable rotation so far in this plane. You know, I know we've obviously only done a couple of rotations, but yeah, it was probably my favourite sectors because I just felt a lot more familiar with the aircraft. So, yeah. Will the cabin be modifiable? I'll be honest with you, mate. I don't know. I don't really know the answer to that question, so I won't sit here yapping saying that I do. Will, good evening. Hello, mate. Good to see you. I hope you're well. Oh, my God. This livery. The winglet just looks unreal. Right. Let's go and say hello to Brisbane ground 121.7. Do you know what? I still go down to like here thinking that I'm in an Airbus, like I'm in my 320. Right, 121.7. Is my dome light on? I don't think I've got the dome light on. I've got the floodlights on at the moment and obviously the integrated lighting. 1217. There we go.
Brisbane ground, good evening.
Casino session in Bristol, yeah. Dan, Unfusible will be far too upset.
Brisbane ground, I'll stand by for clearance here. It's invalid. Sorry, say again. What is it stand by? Qantas 2735, stand by for clearance here.
Well, tour is happening. Andrew, I've heard that the flights have gone crazy, apparently. Ground hello, Consulink 1592 with domestic bay 26 clearance, please, to Hamilton Island.
Upside of block, connect 11592, Brisbane ground, are you cleared to Hamilton Island, city Bexart planned route, runway 01 right, Bexart to departure, Climb at 6,000 feet, squawk 4516, departures on the advisory.
Roger, clearance to Hamilton Island via Bixad, departure runway 1 right, Bixad to initial climb 6,000 feet, squawk 4516, for Consulink 1592. Oh!
Connect 1592, thanks.
Sorry, I keep meaning to say Q-Link, not Qantas Link. 4516. Sorry. 4516. Lovely. What are we? Q-Link 1592. By the way, nice details to wear the Build shirt. It's also got a very nice print on the background. On the back. Is it the 340? I don't actually know. Is it a 340? I'm trying to look at my preview. I think it's a 340. It seems so. It seems like it is. Do 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 do. I need to listen to a bit of Peter Andre. Oh my god, has anybody watched Katie Price's documentary? It's actually really interesting. Peter Andre definitely seems like an absolute cock. I mean, I also do agree that Katie Price is also a bit of a cock. But Peter Andre was 100% so jealous of Katie Price. 100%. And girl, when I look at you, oh, I fall in love. Whoa, no doubt you look so... Why do I have to keep logging into Navigraph every single time? Ah! It's gotta be the end of me. Really, Tony? Brilliant. Okay, so it's a really weird departure out of here. So there's no real sort of terrain in front of us because it's over the water. But you get a right turn after departure to Burn, then right turn all the way around Buckboo to Bixad. So yeah, strange one. 016 to 6,000. Have you raised this Navigraph issue? No, I'm going to pass it on to Harsh later. On the Navigraph thing. It's very annoying having to like refresh my token like every 2 seconds. It's very annoying. Hand flying the departure is going to be great. Hey, if people haven't seen the stream so far, honestly, hand flying this plane is... It is freaking lovely. We hand flew like loads of the departure out of Zurich, and oh, the pitch to speed or the pitch trim where you line it up with the speed, oh, it works so well, so nice. Right, let's whack on the APU while we're up there. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Mysterious girl. 12 degrees, that'd be nice. Well, I found it really weird. I was watching some of the Spurs highlights this afternoon because we played Auckland FC in Auckland yesterday, and it was really weird. They'd done like an open training session. They were all in coats. I'm like, wait, what? But yeah, it's like 9 degrees in Auckland or something mental like that. So, yeah. I forget that it's winter down there. Starry, good evening, sir. I hope that you're doing very well, mate. Okay, nav, VNav. Move your body close to mine. Yeah, come on, move your body. If you know, you know. Come on, move your body. Come on, move your body. There's 10 planes to Hamilton Island. Chat, you do know there's like 3 stands. Oh, brilliant, 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 brilliant. Excellent. All part of the fun, eh? All part of the fun. Mr. Iceland Controller, I saw that you changed your name. Was you aware that once you change your name, you can't change it back for like 3 months? I feel like some people change their name and they're like, shit! I now want to return back to my old name, and now I can't. Right, let's close up all the doors. Guess you'll have to park on the grass. Yeah, exactly. Hey, as long as I can do my RMP approach, I don't care. No, please don't change your names. Like, please. Because then, when people join in, I have to then re-guess what your previous name was. Which I can usually do. But it's just like, don't change it. Don't. Please keep it the same. I will continue to call you, please call me Sophie. Yeah, Dave, really good, mate. I am very, very, very much enjoying the 220 so far, mate. Absolutely. Iceland Controller, I know you was John previously, because you've got the 2nd gifted sub badge for the month, and I certainly know who was in 2nd place. I definitely know that. Yeah, Joey, it has. Don't worry, mate. All good. Mummy Payne's got it now, Dan. She's got the washing sorted. ICAS altimeters 1024. ICAS info's fine. Pre-flight checklist is completed. We'll sort out the before start in a moment, but want to do takeoff performance. There we go. So we're on this little bay here. So taxi out to runway 1 right should be very simple. Out via Bravo 5 or something like that. One of the links to get onto the main taxiways and then out that way. Let's do some takeoff perf. Sync all that jazz. So 1 right, 2007, 121024. Flap 2 should be quite standard for Brisbane. It's 3,500 metre runway. Let's see what it gives us. So a TO1 departure, 121, 127, 136, flap 2. Which should go straight over there. We'll do NADP departure. Axle 3000, thrust reduction 1000. Bleed source will be onto engine. No flex temperature for departure. And then just for good practice, I don't think it's an absolute necessity to fill these in, but I usually do. 2007. There we go. 121, 128, 136 for the V-speeds. Urgent, good evening. Hey, mate, welcome in. Richie as well, welcome. No AT at Hamilton. Will some legend hop on and deal with 10 planes trying to get onto 3 stands? Yeah, we'll just have to park in the local huts or the local hotels. We'll just have to park in their parking lots. Ah, it'll be all right. It'll be fine. There we go. We'll get that up there. Right. I think we have done everything that we need to do for departure. So I would quite like to get out of here just as the sun is hopefully going to start coming up. It's quite dark at the moment, but should be rising very, very, very soon. Richie, mate, this plane absolutely looks amazing. So impressed so far. I'm really pleased. I just really hope that I've given the plane a decent representation. You know, from what people have said so far, they're very happy with what they've seen of it. I have said multiple times, you know, I don't think things are perfect. But, yeah, I think from what we've got at the moment in pre-release, I think is pretty darn impressive. I don't think I have ever used so many eye drops in a weekend. My eyes are so dry. I have stared at screens for too long. It's crazy. There we go. How's that blood pressure, Jamie? Yeah, very good actually, mate. I imagine that I definitely wouldn't have wanted to take my blood pressure on Friday evening. Yeah, prior to going live on Friday evening, 10 minutes before I got the A220, I wouldn't have liked to have taken it then. I was quite nervous. I must admit, in all of my, you know, with my years of experience streaming now, I don't really get nervous. But, yeah, before I was pressing go live on the stream on Friday, I was, shit. Do I see some grey hairs? Yeah, you'll most likely see some grey hairs. The grey hairs are very much likely to do with the issues that I had last week. Jamie is too young for blood pressure issues. Mate, welcome to the joys of being a streamer. It can be stressful at times, mate. It can be stressful. And Q-Link 1592, domestic bay 26 for pushback, please.
1592, pushback.
Push proved, Qantas Link 1592. Q-Link! Q-Link, Q-Link, Q-Link.
1490 for hold position.
Tottenham Hotspur support. Yeah, being a Tottenham Hotspur supporter also does cause you to have grey hairs as well. That is very, very, very true.
1490 free taxi. But are you able to take Alpha 7 intersection for departure? We can if it helps. 1490 free taxi, Bravo, hold up point Alpha 7, November 71.
Right, let's get out of here, chat. So, before start checklist, approach briefings completed, APUs as required, parking brake is as required too.
Clip 1740 for hold position.
Hold position, 1744.
And away we go. I don't know where this is going to take us. I'm just following what it says on my GSX profile.
After the traffic behind, passing from your right to left,
Let's start with number one. Oh my god, this is so nice with Qantas. I gotta mute the frequency there. I gotta turn the cabin light all the way down actually. Let me go and turn down the floodlights as well. Oh, we're being pulled forward to somewhere. I just can't get enough of this plane. I actually have no interest in, like, jumping in anything else at the moment. The shiny new toy. Gotta make the most of it, eh? Right, so it's a little bit light in the cockpit. Now, what would be the best way to... Is that the floodlight that's doing that? There we go. Let's get those fully off. There must be something else that's also causing it to be quite bright. It wouldn't be the integrated lighting. I feel like something's a little bit too bright. JFK Burbank, and there is no way that is an A220 flight. Holy moly. Defo looks on. You can 100%. I watched Edward flight yesterday, and it was a lot darker. There must be a like a dome light or something like that I can turn down somewhere for sure. Oh my god, it actually is. What the hell? It's mental. Evening, Stu. Good to see you. Upper left overheads. No, that's with it off. Yeah, where's the light source? Oh, maybe... Oh. I think maybe the light source is coming from the actual lights at the airport. I love the fact that out of the 400 people here, no one thought to mention, oh, Jamie, any chance you reckon that it's potentially coming from the lights outside? Bloody useless, you lot, I tell ya. Bloody useless. Right, let's start up number 2. Sorry, that was me piss-arsing about trying to work out where the bloody lights were coming from. In fact, they were coming from the bloody lights at the airport. He just called us useless. Reddit, here we come. Think I've got a stream delay. Isn't it the outside lighting? Oh, there he is. Always coming in with the good info, you Jack. Always, always, always. Without fail. Dream of falling in love. Anything you've been thinking of. Do 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 do. Yeah, the paint kit has come out. This livery isn't on the Innie Manager. This is an external livery. God. Logo light. That should have been on, yeah. That's a bit better. Evening, Spitfire. Good to see you, mate. Hello. Oh, I see some colour in the sky. There you go. Where are people getting third-party liveries from? Can't fly them on flightser.to. This one was sent to me privately by the person that made this livery. Tav has made this livery. It will be available in a couple of days. It'll most likely be available once the sim is... or once the aircraft's ready for release. Next week. Or shall I say the coming week? Loving this A220 spam. Always nice during pre-releases. Hey, sometimes people get a little bit bored of seeing the aircraft after a while. But, yeah, I must admit, I am very, 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 very much enjoying flying this plane at the moment. So, I've got lots of intentions to carry on flying it over the next few days. Love this plane as much as you do, to be fair. I really can't see myself, like, flying anything else at the moment. That's sort of how good it is. Like, it's the thing that I am sort of the most focused on flying right now. Okay, before taxi checklist, APU is off, anti-ice isn't required, flaps 2, flight controls. Full up, full down, rudder full left, and full right. Flight controls checked. ECAS and info's checked before taxi checklist is completed. Chat, we are good to freaking go. Q-Link 5092, request taxi, please.
5092 taxi, taxi Bravo, calling point Alpha 7.
Roger, taxi via Bravo, holding point Alpha 7 for Q-Link 5092. Oh, I ballsed up the taxi out of here last time. So we push back off 26 Bravo. So it's just a right out, and then Bravo. Did he say Alpha 7?
Hold short Bravo, please.
I think he said Bravo 7. I am going to double check, but we'll at least move out of the way. And Q-Link 5092, sorry, just confirm the holding point you'd like us to taxi to.
5092, sorry, the masters, are you able for the Alpha 7 intersection for departure?
We are, but we'll just need to recalculate some performance figures for Q-Link 5092.
Q-Link 5092, yep, sure, you can taxi Bravo Alpha 7 holding point.
No problems, taxi Bravo Alpha 7 for Q-Link 5092. Right.
Good morning, Willis to 1495, request pushback.
So we do have our takeoff performance figures from full length.
580 after the A220, passing from your left to right, taxi Bravo, holding point Alpha 7.
Which we're going to have to recalculate from there because it isn't a full length departure. There's a lot of Qantas.
Tower 120.5, good morning.
Oh, if you're talking about what I'm saying, we're flying with Qantas Link. It's just another subsidiary of Qantas.
Connect 1744, Tower 12785.
Lolo, mate, thank you for 2 years. Thank you, sir. I appreciate your pride, mate.
Let's go for one more month.
Legend. Great timing as we're about to get out of Brisbane. 8822. 8822 meters. Maybe that's feet. I don't think that's meters, though.
Connect 5092, Tower 12785 on Nice Street.
Thanks very much, mate. Over to 120.5. Q-Link 5092. Thanks, Willem. Yeah, we've managed to do some of the ILSs all right. Some have been better than others, but we're getting there, mate. Slowly but surely. Oh, shit.
Hello,
Class 580 Brisbane Tower, left.
Hello, Qantas, sorry, Q-Link 1592.
Q-Link 1592 Brisbane Tower, good day.
Lovely. Right, I'm gonna try and... There we go, that's better. It was too bright coming in from this side. Right, I'm actually just going to hold here for a second because I've stopped and I'm just going to take a moment to recalculate. $2689. So, you know, if it was only a couple of, like, 200 metres, maybe I'd leave it the same, but it's nearly 1,000 feet shorter from this intersection. So always a good idea to recalculate. 21, 28, 36, flap 2, 21, 28, 36. Cool. It's the exact same. So, no issues on that front. We'll leave everything as is. So the short of you saying can't act. I'm sure we were flying Salt Lake to Vegas or something like that. Can't act. Random question. Why is there a timer at the start of the streams? Is it auto or put on by the streamers? Random question. Why is there a timer at the start of the streams? Is it auto or put on by streamers? The timer that you see on the starting page is literally just a video file. So yeah, it's just a video file with obviously the shot of the sim in the background. But if you're asking the reason why I put a timer up, you know, just to give me a bit of prep and stuff, bit of prep time. I usually do like my flight plan, my fly live overlay and things like that. So yeah, this should be a good one. Wind control, yes. How come people don't just start straight away? Yeah, I get, you know, Volanta, I get my Navigraph open, I get all of the tabs that I need. I set up both PCs before in that 5-minute window.
Line up, runway 01 right.
Line up away, 01 right, Q-Link 1592. Right side's clear. Left side's clear. Oh, this just gets better. This just gets better as the flights go on. Okay, before takeoff checklist. APU bleed as required. Everything else full checked. Auto brakes at RTO. Before takeoff checklist is completed. Clear for takeoff, runway 1 right, Q-Link 1592. God, there is a lovely bit of sun coming through my room at the moment. Right, we're going to make sure the throttle's armed. I'll pause the alerts there. Edward just nailed his landing to Riga. I mean, you'd kind of hope so, really, wouldn't you? I'd be slightly concerned if he was flying this plane and wasn't doing some very good landings. Then we'd know something was up. It really takes a minute for us to kick in. 80 knots checked. B1. Right seconds. God, it's such a lovely rotation. Thanks so much, over Survivory 122.8, so Q-Link 1592. Cheers. Right, what's everyone been doing in front of me? Has everyone been following like the entire SID? Following the route. Okay, if everybody's been doing the same right turn, then it makes sense. I was going to say, if we wasn't, we were just going to sort of do a direct, but yeah, it probably wouldn't make much sense to do so. If we had ATC, then I'm sure they'd sort us out. Okay, we're going to go flat one.
One up behind the departing 737, one up behind traffic.
Right, so you'll see what we're doing. So we've set the little blue marker to 190. Flap 0. Cut the queue. Yeah, I want to see what it looks like everyone else is doing. Okay, no, it actually looks really good at the moment. Separation-wise, everything's looking pretty decent. With doing this turn.
Call up 180, you know, good AT2, verbal, one of the turbines, reading out 122 there, Lakeland.
That's fine, we'll go and reset that there. Just allows us to get some nice views. We should be on flight level change, not descending. I keep doing that. Keep forgetting to press that. Guarantees a parking space in Hamilton. Oh, brilliant. We can enjoy it as the sun is slowly starting to come up. Sunrise, yeah. Morning, Grills. Good to see you, mate. Okay, checklist after takeoff. ECAS checked. That's fine. 10,000 feet, landing lights off. I'll tell you one thing that I keep forgetting to do. I keep forgetting to change the transition altitude for departure. Time, we're 2 hours ahead of real time. So yeah, sorry, it's not a real sunset. Sorry, a real sunrise. Where is this? This is a lovely departure out of Brisbane. And we're heading up to Hamilton Island today. Yeah, it's a real sunrise, just not yet. Correct. Right, how are we all looking? Yeah, I'm actually kind of glad that we followed it. Like, having everyone follow it should leave us in... leave us with all pretty decent separation, actually. Okay, we're climbing all the way up to 3.6 to Hamilton Island. Just like that. Oh, I love it. I love it. Rex Atmos at it again. Rex Atmos is shining. Absolutely shining. Okay, so 1930 Zulu is the time that we'll be due into Hamilton Island for. About that. What an incredibly strange departure. Like, I sort of understand this type of departure when you're, you know, when you've got some terrain around you. But it's just, there's no terrain in front of us, so, yeah, very odd. Yeah, about an hour and a half up to Hamilton Island. I think we've got a pretty rotten headwind, actually, so, yeah, I don't think that's overly helping us that much. Showbiz. Good evening, sir. We will go and grab your sub. Mate, thank you for the 18 months. I recommend it, Drone. Yeah, I don't really know what I'd do without Chase Plane now. I wouldn't really know a sim without it, so yeah, I recommend it for sure. Showbiz. Thank you, mate. Appreciate the prime. 18 months. No, Willem, don't wait until then, mate. Don't wait. Pick it up. I highly recommend it. Don't worry if it's on the marketplace. You'll get the exact same product. I promise. I promise, I promise, I promise. Oh, strobe. Whoops. See, there's still little bits and bobs with this plane that I still forget. Like, on departure there were like 3 things that I can think of. I didn't turn on the strobe. I didn't sync the heading, which I should have done before departure. And there was another thing that I done that I forgot. There was something else. Yeah, Showbiz, there is going to be a license transfer. Yeah, correct, mate. That'll be a skill issue. Oh, I think we're going to have a discontinuity, aren't we? There we go. I think the airway is Brisbane. The airway joins from Brisbane, so yeah. I know why the terrain's not working, because I am not running the map server. So what you've got to do is you have got to go into the map server file. So I don't know how this is going to work for you guys. I imagine it'd be very similar to how we've got it. All you need to literally do is run the bat file. And hopefully, if I go like that, the terrain should then appear. Lovely. Still got the wing light on, which we don't want on. Jamie, did you ever get the E-Jets from FSS? Yes. How do I compare them to the 220? Absolutely honking in comparison. Oh, tune. Yeah, like, the E-Jets and the A220 are not even in a close realm. Like, we're talking 2 ends of the scale. We're talking terrible and so very nearly perfect. Like I said, my only concern about this plane is performance. That's my worry. Right, how are we all looking, chat? How's that SEP going for us all? Yeah, perfect. You're 5090s managing, yeah, but there are people, lots of people that don't have 5090s. And there's been times where I've been a bit like, I think my performance should be a little bit better here. The problem is, like, I am someone that, you know, wants perfection for my sim. And there have been times in the last, you know, sort of 7 flights that I've done, 6.5 flights, where I've been like, my performance should be better than what it is. No, the FS Labs is off the scale of bad. But let me give you, I spoke about it a little bit earlier, but let me give you the value. So, landing to LaGuardia yesterday, an airport that I've flown in Sim Update 5, I do know the rough values at which I get. I probably get about 40 base FPS at LaGuardia in the 320. And yesterday in the A220, we were getting about 32, 33. So 7 to 8 FPS low. This is obviously without frame gen. This is like base FPS. So you can obviously tell that that value is lower than what it should be. And when you know what you're looking out for and you've got as many hours simming as I do, you notice that difference between 33 FPS and 40 FPS. Like, you can really, really, really feel it in how you fly. Try by, we can go wild. And so we can go wild. Do 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 do. What version of the RMP are you doing? Probably the one that flies overhead. RMP Yankee, I think it is, or RMP Whiskey, maybe in Hamilton Island. RMP Whiskey, yeah, one of those. And, you know, I've watched a lot of other streamers over the last couple of days. I've watched, you know, a bit of 10 minutes until land, and I watched these approaching to Chicago. I watched Kenko's landing into Heathrow, and they've all seemed to struggle. Not with performance exactly, but with the little micro stutters here and there. So I've sort of come to the conclusion that overall I think performance could be better. Definitely. With this plane. And it's something that I'm okay with because, you know, I've got a 5090 and a 9950 X3D, so I've got a little bit more leeway, a little bit more room to play with. Do you reckon it's a pre-release issue or the release will have it better? I don't know, mate. I couldn't say, mate. Showbiz, that's a question you'll have to take to Synaptic. See what they say, mate. Your wish is my command. But are you ever done when your hand is in my... Return. No, we won't be going back to Brisbane, unfortunately. Well, we might. I don't know. I think the headwind, yeah, I mean, you can tell at the moment the headwind is absolutely honking. 116 knot wind. So, yeah, that headwind is pretty darn disgusting. So, we'll see where we are in terms of timings. It's a rotter. You know, you got the power, girl, to keep me holding on. 382 ground speed. It's not terrible. It's going to probably be even worse when we make this left turn. Swanger, yeah, very good, mate. It works very well with the 220 as well, which is good. Maybe given time, you'd have a change of heart. Oh, very nice, Ollie. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Oh, that's a stunning livery. The sweetest song that I could sing, oh baby. That view speaks for itself, really. Wow. How do you set up the throttle for different aircrafts? Really struggle to have a proper config for the different aircraft with the wind control throttle. So I use the wind control throttle for the A320 or the Phoenix, 340, 350, 380. A220. I think that's it, really. I've got a profile, which I use for the A320, the A220, and the A350. All 2-engine. And then I use a slightly different profile for the 340 and the 380 for obviously the 4 engines. But, yeah. If you read the manual of each plane, it should tell you exactly what you need to set up in, like, the MSFS settings. I think some planes like having it 0 to 100% or something like that. I don't know. I'd probably just say, like, read the manual of setting up the throttles, and, you know, the manuals will tell you exactly what you need to set. Don't stop moving to the S-Club. Yeah, I saw Ollie. Alf sent me some of the pictures. Looks sick, to be fair. Yeah, Dan, but apparently the A350-1000 has got to fly back to Toulouse. Because, like, it has to get signed off flying with the headwind, or, yeah, flying with the headwind back to Toulouse or something like that, so, yeah. Because the flight to Toulouse is longer, so I think that's what they need to sign off. Right here on the dance floor is where you gotta let it. That is actually going to be mental, that you're going to be able to fly from London to Sydney. Like, what the f***? You can fly from the UK to Sydney. Like, literally the other side of the world on one flight. Is Heathrow Sydney longer than JFK Sydney? It's got to be about the same, surely. Is the 220 built on WASM? I've got no idea. But in terms of WASM, that is one thing that I feel unbelievably secure with, WASM wise. Yeah, it's incredibly nice. I've sort of been pressing around very quickly and not worrying that the plane's going to WASM or anything like that. So, yeah, I have no idea. I don't know what sort of, like, module it's built on, but it's working very well, whatever it is. Don't stop moving to the S-Club. Listen to your heart, let's just touch the sky. Keflavik to Melbourne. That well-known route, because obviously the entire population of Iceland is obviously going to want to go to it's going to want to go to Melbourne. Want to go to Australia. Right, I'm just going to grab a drink. 2 seconds, chat. Don't stop moving, can you feel the music? You got it going around, baby, don't stop moving, find your own way to it. Sorry, I need to catch up on a bit of YouTube chat. Kingdom, mate, hey, welcome. I got a 9950 X3D and a 5090. Yeah. For anybody that missed it earlier, bear with. So, between finishing my stream earlier, I went downstairs to spend a bit of time with my family and enjoy a lovely, lovely roast dinner. To which, about 15 minutes after I finished streaming, all I did, or all I heard was my mum go, "Oh my." She had spilled an entire bottle of oil all over the kitchen floor. So we had to put flour down to soak it all up. It was freaking crazy. So, yes. Certainly an interesting few hours break. God's Funk, hey mate, thank you for the prime. 15 months. Good to see you, mate. Legend. Thank you. I appreciate you, mate. Thank you for your subscription. Did she swear? Did she swear? Yes, she did swear. Which I'm sure you could probably understand why. Not ideal. Depending on what kind of oil it was, it now smells floury in the kitchen. It was just normal cooking oil. But, yeah. In terms of a clean-up job, it was not a great one. I just wanna shower, doo-doo. You're making me want to buy the 220 on release. My wallet is already struggling a little bit. Mate, surely this view, right? I know your wallet may be struggling slightly, but surely this view speaks for itself. It is hot. I think the other thing as well, like, it's a really enjoyable plane to get your teeth into. Like, I feel like sometimes we go through stages with flights in where things can maybe be slightly sour or stale, and, you know, people want something new to release. Like, don't get me wrong, the Phoenix Neos releasing would be absolutely quality, right? But even with the Phoenix Neos, I don't think you would get the excitement of learning something totally different. The Phoenix Neos would be amazing, but that's kind of half the excitement of this plane. Like, you know, I still can't land this plane perfectly or great. So, you know, every flight that goes by, I'm trying to learn and try and get better with flying. Nikki, hey mate, welcome in. Good to see you. When's the release of the Neos? Mate, if you find out the answer, let me know. I'd love to know. You mean at all? Yeah, okay. Can't land at all. Tibbs, no, mate. The Qantas Link livery is totally separate. It's been done by the absolute legend Tavers. So when this plane does release, this livery will most likely be there on release. We're just going to watch the sun rise up from the wing. To you, baby, would I lie to you? Oh, yeah, don't you know it's true? God, there's no one else for you. You're struggling to decide if I should buy the PMDG 777 freighter or the Phoenix 321-19 expansion. Already got... Anyone got a recommendation? I'd probably say the Phoenix, Harry. I don't know, but then if you've already got the 320, maybe you want something totally different to fly. I don't know. It depends what you're interested in, mate. Problem is with the 777 freighter, you know, you've got to buy the sound pack if you already don't own that. So there's extra things you've got to buy, whereas the Phoenix, you know, you'll get everything in one purchase. Was scratching my head looking at the Innie Manager. No. Still the same liveries that were there on release on Friday. But by the sounds of it, there are going to be a lot more liveries added to the Innie Manager before release, or when release day does come around. Which, for people in the UK, release window can officially begin in 4.5 hours' time. Look into my eyes, doo-doo-doo. When release, I can't say. I can't say. Razor, yeah, correct, mate. MTT says, I hope we get blessed by Boris for the 220. I honestly don't really like the sounds of it right now. Really? I've personally been quite impressed with the sounds on the 220. Yeah, I almost feel like if Boris had done these sounds, you'd probably say, yeah, it's great. So, I don't know. For me, I've never flown on the 220. I don't really know fully what it sounds like. I'm pretty happy with the sounds. If release isn't tomorrow, then stream and preview window is too long, in my opinion. I think it's... obviously, when it is marketplace, I think they are limited in terms of the times at which they can release it. That's the problem. And that's obviously maybe one of the pitfalls of the marketplace, that you don't get as much freedom. Is probably the word that I'm looking for. Raf Plays, hey mate, welcome in, good to see ya. Maybe it's I don't have it in my hands, I only hear it through streams and dev videos, but the house sound seems great. Yeah, mate, maybe when you get, you know, it in your own hands, maybe, like, when you know more so what you're looking for. Like, for me, I think the sounds are pretty good, but again, it comes from someone that's never flown on the 220. Just in comparison to other planes, I think by default they're pretty good. Refreshes Monday and Tuesday. Monday and Thursday. No, they now do it more than Tuesdays and Thursdays. Because I was in Chewy's Discord, and they were talking about, like, oh, if it releases, oh, it'll probably be a Tuesday and Thursday. But Chewy was saying, no, they actually now do more days than just Tuesday and Thursday to update. So I feel like with previous releases, it's been, right, okay, well, if it's next week, it must be either Tuesday or a Thursday. But it's kind of open now to, I think, being, you know, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Like, it could be any day, really. I would probably say, you know, unless the goalposts get moved, it will be the start of the week. Like, unless, you know, something goes on and they change the build that goes to Microsoft, I'd expect it to be the start of the week. I have an idea of, like, a window that they've set. They almost, like, set a window of when it's going to release. But obviously we can't reveal that window because obviously the goalposts get changed, or could get changed. So it's to save anybody being like, oh my god, well, Jamie said that it's coming out on Wednesday. Now everyone's going to say, oh my god, leaked, it's coming Wednesday. Scarso, thank you for the follow. Cheers, mate. Cheers. Hope you're well, bud. Right, we're at 3-6. Checklist. Whoa. Okay, so the high altitude climb check when climbing above flight level 350, anti-ice wing off. Anti-ice wing off. There we go. Oh, mate, how good does this look, though? Oh, my God, the sun hitting the plane right now. Holy moly. That is brilliant. Scarso, mate, thank you so much for the sub. A very, very, very good evening to you. Welcome in, mate. Scarso, really do appreciate your prime. Mate, I really don't know what in 60 seconds convinced you to subscribe to the channel, but mate, whatever you've been watching of the channel so far, I appreciate it very, 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 very much. You're an absolute legend, and thank you for deciding to use your Prime on this channel. Ah, sick, mate. Amazing. I mean, YouTube is great, but I very much obviously prioritize speaking to Twitch chat. I do try and answer messages as good as I can on on YouTube, sorry. But yeah, Twitch is obviously the place to come to get a little bit more involved in chat, get involved with everyone else, and, you know, obviously then people decide to support me in a monetary way on Twitch, and yeah, all that jazz. One of the devs said that the fixes for the flap call-out and the ATS retard issues on Sega flights won't be in the release because it has to go through MSF's marketplace ingestion process first. So just by going from that, I assume release build is already in that process. Yes. So, I mean, I don't really know how much of, or like how much I can reveal about this, but, like, when planes release, the build that is submitted is usually submitted a week prior to release. Not like 7 days prior to release, but like into the new week is what I meant to say. It's not just a case of that they go, right, okay, cool, we're ready to go now, put it on the marketplace. It's kind of a process that has to be done. So that's very interesting to know, though. That's very interesting that they have said the order throttle not idling and a few other bits and bobs will be not working on release. Yeah. Claude, no problems. Thank you so much, mate. Great to bring so much people, so many people to Brisbane as well today. So, yeah, mate, you take care. You just make me wanna play. So by that logic, we get the build you got on Friday. Yeah, exactly. Which, the only thing that will be annoying about that is if you get the build where the route page is broken. Like, the route page causes your FPS to degrade. Like, I mean, it's not really a big issue because as soon as you come out the route page, it's fine. But, like, you know, I've been on the route page with no performance issues. It's awfully bright in here, Jamie. You turned on some lights or something. What, in the sim or my actual camera? I've got the sun shining right at me. Whoa! And we've got another prime. Holy moly. Baby, I love your way. Every day. Yeah. Now, how am I gonna pronounce this one?
Anyways, Yadami.
Valued Spore PDX. I hate that Twitch doesn't capitalize names on like subs and stuff. It stresses me out. Valued, I really hope that I'm not pronouncing your Twitch name at all wrong. Please, 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 please do correct me if I am. Mate, thank you so much for your Prime as well, mate. I really do appreciate that. And Jake, you freaking legend. A fellow Yid with 21 months. You know, mate. You know me. You know. Should defo do Riga Dubai in the 220. Oh, Dubai V2. Valued Spore PDX. So, are you from Portland by any chance? Dubai V3, whatever the version's going to be. The new upcoming version of Dubai. I'm not doing Riga Dubai until I've got that. Although, it'd be quite a cool flight to do, actually. be dark by the time we'd land into Dubai anyway. So, yeah, Riga, Dubai. Oh, was it not started yet? Maybe it starts over winter. You sure am. Nice. We actually flew into Portland about a week ago, about a week and a half ago. Is it confirmed Dubai V2 is coming? Yes. Yes, 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 yes. We unfortunately don't know when just yet, but it's very much in production by any builds. Oh, look at the shadows off the knobs on the MCP. Looks so good. This looks good. Only a 6-hour, 45-minute flight. Edward was saying in his stream earlier, he flew somewhere with a block of 7:38, and I was like, oh my god, 7 hours and 38 in an A220. That seems crazy. Of course you do, Zach. Of course you do, mate. Probs down to the... No. Cape Verde, yeah. Somewhere like that. It would have to be like Tenerife. You got to remember, Edward is that way in Europe. He's not a UK. I wouldn't be surprised, Kerms. I wouldn't be. Sorry for copy message, but I know this is a big request, but could you perhaps turn up the sounds in the aircraft so I could give the cabin ambience a listen? Of course, mate. So you can very much hear the sound change, which I think is really, really, really nice, actually. Nice view while you're having a piss. Oh my god, I didn't actually realise that the flush works. The flush works when you close the toilet seat. Who's touching the toilet seat in real life? I don't know, but there we go. Oh, baby, I love your way. Doo-doo-doo. Honestly, it does sound better than I previously thought. Yeah, I mean, that could very much due to be with me chatting away and yapping over the top. Bear with. Yep, overhead lockers, they all work. There we go. Tray tables. We only tested the ones up front, but they all work as well. Nice. They all close. S Club. There ain't nobody like an S Club party. I don't know what the deal's going to be with, like, custom cabins and all that jazz. Doo-doo, like it a stonker. Doo-doo-doo. Oh, you can even close the curtain. Where did I get the... Oh, hang on. There was a click spot. Maybe that was just the tray table that was coming from this. No. The Qantas livery was sent to me by Mr. Tavers. So don't worry, when this plane does come out, you will be able to get access to the Qantas livery. Well, separation was looking okay. Separation is now not looking so good, but so be it. What can you do? I hope you're going back, though, to make sure the tables are secure. Never, idiot. They're going to absolutely stay like... You just know they're going to stay exactly like that. There you go. There's your little tray table. I don't know what playlist I'm on this evening, but we got some right funky tunes. Uh-oh. I'm sorry, have Bewitched literally lived on this song their entire life? I actually have no idea of another Bewitched song. Like, I'm 90% sure there is literally no other Bewitched song apart from this one. I mean, fair frickin' play. Let the fun begin. Hey, hey. It is still a banger. Right, we turn off those seatbelts. We turn the seatbelts on because it got a little bit turbulent. Oh, mate, Martin, if this is the green one... I mean, I do not want to know the livery creator. No, actually, I do want to know the livery creator. I want to know the livery creator that is going to be brave enough to take on this livery. Because whoever it will be, I will buy them a very, very, very good beer. Because that will be impressive. Don't know if you're aware, but the ITA livery included for the 220 is unfortunately outdated. It's not the same as IRL since the colour of the livery doesn't have the same type of blue, nor have the Star Alliance logos. I'm sure that will be improved. So, where are we up to in terms of liveries that we've done? So, we have now done when my Innie Manager finally decides to open. That's not the right one. That's the one. So, we've done Korean Air, we've done Air Baltic, we've done Air Canada, and we've done Qantas. Realistically, Air France is not going to happen, which, oh, pains me because the livery is so nice. We need to get through some Breeze stuff. The JetBlue livery is stunning as well. Korean Air is a good one. Unfortunately, the Korean Air, the Seoul Incheon scenery is pretty rubbish. So we'd have to have a look at a couple of the sectors there that are good. Right, I would like a totally new playlist because this playlist has just gone terrible. There we go. Right, what are the Moxie Ops like? But you do it all about. Paximod's the new one. The new Siam flight one is not great either. Breeze. Yeah, see, like, it's these ones down here. Like, the Key West one is the one. But you do it all. Bow, 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 bow. But you would never tell me I would not. But you do it all. Are you going to do any more flights after this? I don't have a single flight planned after this Hamilton Island one, mate. So, yeah, we'll see what I'm in the mood for when we land. I'm not sure yet, mate. Oh, that Key West one will be so good. I get the feeling, like, I feel like we will be able to cook up an insane, like, few sectors with Moxie or with Breeze. I feel like there's some good options. Like flying into Palm Beach and Fort Lauderdale and Tampa and Orlando and Key West. We'll be able to cook some quality flights. Not Moxie, Breeze, that's the one. Oh my god, Provo, Vegas. Mate, that is filth. Moxie 652. Salt Lake Center, Moxie 652. Clearance, please, to Las Vegas. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. That will be absolutely filth. They do Provo Burbank as well. Holy shit. It's such a cool plane. So many options. I want to see your body work. You better make your body work. I'm well excited for this RNPAR approach. We done an RMP yesterday in earlier into Florence, and the plane handled this RNPAR absolutely beautifully. So I'm very much hoping that it's going to do a nice job. Did you get any other third-party liveries? No, mate. The only third-party livery that I've got outside the Innie Manager is the Qantas one. We actually don't have top descent too far away. 160 miles. The wind's chilled off a little bit as well, which is good. Gotta keep on pushing. Managed is Mach decimal 8. Mach decimal 78. Oof. You better make your body work. Barbosa, good evening, buddy. Does this plane come with any immersion like the 350 or 350 or 340? I'm sure in the settings there is something about VFX. External VFX. Should I have that turned on? I feel like I should. I don't use tri-sim with this plane or anything like that. So it's not compatible. ITA ops into Genoa, yeah. Genoa would be a vibe. I need to let the UK government know I'll be bringing more than I need to let the government know I'll be bringing more than 10,000 GBP or equivalent currency back to the UK in cash on the way. Dan, there is absolutely no chance you are coming home from Vegas with 10,000 GBP. If you come home with 10,000 GBP, I will be incredibly surprised. And do you know what? I'm actually really happy that I didn't go to Minneapolis, because the money that I saved on going to Minneapolis, I won about $1,100. No, a little bit less than that, actually. I won about $900 in the casino in Providence in 2025. So I obviously had loads of money saved. I mean, I brought it all back home. So, yeah, sorted, ready to go to Vegas. Absolutely ready. More like minus 10,000 GBP. Yeah, that's it. Luca, good evening, mate. Welcome in. I hope you are doing very well, sir. Cheers for joining, mate. We're not too far away from Hamilton Island, actually, mate. So, yeah, we're going to start planning the arrival in a little bit. Dan, the beautiful thing is in Vegas, you don't have freaking 25 minimum tables. They're like 10 minimum tables. So even if you just want to get pissed for a little bit, you could just keep chucking $10 on. Keep coming round with a few drinks. Lovely, 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 lovely. That's the trick. Even if you don't want to gamble any money in Vegas or gamble much money in Vegas, just sit at the slot machines. 20 cents a go, 50 cents a go. What do you want? Vodka, 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 vodka. Yeah. Lovely. Max, good evening. Hello, 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 hello. Is there a Croatian Airlines livery? No. There is not a Croatian Airlines livery yet. Are the drinks free in Vegas casinos? Yes, mate. That's the trick. But you have to be playing. Like, you can be sat at the machine, but you have to be actively gambling. But they have absolutely no care in the world, like how much you're gambling. Like, you know, you could be there doing $50 a spin, or you could be doing 50 cents a spin, and you'll still get the same offer of drinks, no matter what. As long as you keep tipping the girls, like, you know, $2-3 a time. They'll come round. But I mean, if you're tipping $2 a time or whatnot, you know, $2 bill, or two $1 bills over and over and over again, you know, it's still cheaper than going to the bar and getting a vodka coke for $12, not euros. Yeah, we were smashed in Vegas. We were absolutely destroyed. I remember waddling to the toilet, like, and when I say waddling to the toilet, like, toilets aren't just from here to here. They are like, it's like crossing a football field to get to the toilet. It's ridiculous. Freddie, mate, thank you for the continued sub, mate. You're a legend. Cheers, mate. Appreciate that a lot. Hope you enjoyed the streams this week, mate. How you finding performance? Yeah, decent, mate. It's the one thing that I've spoke about, performance. It's the one major concern for me with this aircraft. Like, it's okay for me in most scenarios with a 5090 and 9950 X3D, but it's when, you know, you're taking it into Heathrow, Zurich, which for me wasn't very good, Frankfurt, like, that's where I worry. Oh, nice, Luca. Lovely, mate. The longer you walk, the more machines you see, I suppose, more likely to stop on the way to play more machines. Absolutely. I must admit, the drink service in the Rio, where the expo was absolutely terrible. I'm sure I chucked $20 in a machine in the hope of getting a vodka because I was stressed. And the girls never came round. I wish I'd just gone to the bar, to be fair. I was hoping to, you know, win a fortune and also get a drink, but wasn't lucky enough. And then before you know it, my $20 was gone. I was like, well, I might as well have just gone to the bar and got a vodka. Have you seen the bullshit where the machines where you walk in have a higher paying percentage because people walk in and see the winnings? It's the people that hover around you to take your machine. Like, I'm like, Jesus Christ, people are literally doing this as a job. I mean, if I'm putting like $50 into a machine, trust me, I ain't expecting to get money back out that machine. Getting money back out the machine is a freaking bonus. Thing is, it makes sense, doesn't it? Because if it's a spenny bar likely to drink less like... Absolutely. Of course. That's exactly what they do. You know, they come round with drinks so you don't leave the machine, and then you get more and more pissed. And then the problem is, once you've let yourself go and you've become a little bit pissed, you know, you chuck $20 in. It's like, oh, you know what? I'll just chuck in another $20. Oh, just another. And then it's like, before you know it, it's like, okay, so I've just sat here for half an hour, and I have just spent $100. It's like, okay, I better stop drinking, and I better go and get some food. You can always say no to drinks. I'm sorry, when you're in Vegas and you're loving life, you cannot say no to a free drink. Well, it's technically not free because you are spending money on the machines. And it probably does end up being cheaper to go to the bar and just getting a drink. But where's the fun in that? Where is the fun in that? I actually can't wait for Vegas. I love the fact that the talk is already about Vegas, but I've got 2 very big flight sim events prior to Vegas in Bristol in October, and then FS weekend in April. But I love that it's like, right, Vegas. Might spend more, but remember, you have had the chance to win way more. To be honest, I couldn't give a crap. Like, you know, when you go to these places, you can, you know, afford to lose it. Luca, I have a question. Is the 380 still good from fly-by-wire? To be honest with you, mate, I was going to do an A380 flight to Miami, and for whatever reason, it didn't go ahead. I was having some PC issues, but I don't think I'm going to fly the 380 until the INI one comes out. I really don't think so. But the fly-by-wire is absolutely fantastic for, you know, it being free. What hotel did you do last time? We stayed at the Mandalay Bay, which I actually really enjoyed. Like, whether it's because we stayed there and that was our hotel, like, I sort of felt like when we got to the Mandalay Bay, it was like an moment. So yeah, we're doing the Fontaine Blue this year. I think that's the plan, because we're literally right behind the West Gate. So sometimes at these events, I say to the guys that I'm with, like, as much as I love speaking to people and things like that, like, sometimes during these events, I say to the boys that I'm with, I'm like, I just need 5 minutes of just not talking. Like, honestly, you should see me. For people that have seen me at events, you should see me on Sunday afternoon. I am absolutely... It's such a fun weekend, but man, is it tiring. Did I get to catch some rays today? Nah, not today, unfortunately. Mandalay Bay, I would be creeped out staying there. Beautiful looking hotel. The Mandalay Bay was nice. I remember going to see Kenko. He was over in the Luxor. My God. Now, if there is ever a strange hotel in Vegas, my God, the Luxor. That hotel is odd. Like, I remember walking into the Luxor, and like, I had this like really weird feeling through my body. Like, I can't even describe it. Like, I don't know. It was just strange. Which one's that? It's the Luxor's the pyramid one. Yeah. Oh, really cross-sea. Sorry to hear that, mate. Bellagio, though, is a beautiful hotel. Do I have pictures? Far too many. Song name, exclamation mark, tune. Venetian's also sick. To be fair, we actually didn't make it as far as the Venetian on the strip. The Venetian is definitely on my list of, like, one of the ones to visit. You know. We're going to have a lot more time in Vegas this year. I mean, we went Vegas Thursday to Monday. But this year, or next year coming, sorry, for the next FS Expo is Tuesday to Monday. Circus Circus was on. My mum stayed in Circus Circus in 2008, and she said that Circus Circus was about 30 or about 20 years out of date in 2008. So I can't imagine what people say about it in 2026. Nearly 20 years later. Apparently, things have not changed at all. Did I end up doing a Grand Canyon heli tour? Nah, so I was... There was a group chat with me, Kenko, Andrew, and another couple of other guys. And they all ended up doing the Grand Canyon heli tour. And I didn't do it, and... Do you know what? I actually have no regret not doing it. Like, I would love to... This year, next year, I 100% want to do, like, a helicopter tour, but I'd be more than happy to just do one up the strip. I don't know. It just really didn't overly faze me, the Grand Canyon tour. It was really expensive as well. I'm sure it was something like $2,000 or something like that. And I was like, $2,000? I don't know. It was a lot of money. And I was like, do I want to spend $2,000 on going to the Grand Canyon when, like, I put things into perspective of, like holidays and stuff. Like, with $2,000, and as much as I love Kenko, I love Andrew, you know, I love all those guys, but $2,000, like, I could go on holiday with my family for that, like a really nice, you know, luxury holiday. I was like, I just ain't willing to pay that. Maybe it wasn't $2,000. Maybe it was cheaper than that. I honestly can't remember. I know it was definitely upwards of $1,000. Easy. So whether it was maybe 2,000, I don't know, but I know it was upwards. Per person, yeah, per person. So yeah, I just wasn't willing to part with that much money for it. And you know, people say, oh well, it's a once in a lifetime thing, and I'm like, I get that, but I feel like there's more once in a lifetime things that I'd want to do. So yeah. Ma, whoa, we do. Oh, hello, plane. Where'd you come from? I love the fact that we all fannied about doing that that turn after departure, and this is what the separation has come to. Didn't work out very well. I can rent a PA-28 near the canyon for 10 hours for that price. But, yeah, this year, I keep saying this year, next year in Vegas, like, we haven't spoke about it yet, but I 100% want to do, like, a helicopter tour up the strip. Like, I can't imagine that being anywhere near the level of, you know, $1,000 or whatever. Certainly if it's split between a few people. You went on a road trip from LA to San Fran and back, $1,300, including flights, rent a car, gas last year. Even for $2,000 is way too much for me. Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, I just wasn't willing to part with that much money. Oh, chat, question. Does anybody in here live near Essex or in the surrounding area? Oh, what was the registration of that plane earlier? This is only really for people that were in that. GRSAF. So, I was sat downstairs, right, with my family, and I all of a sudden heard like this major roar, and like this wasn't a like a light aircraft or a helicopter. This thing flew rapid, and looked outside. It had already gone by the time I'd got up. It was this freaking thing. Wasn't on flight radar, and it wasn't on ADSB exchange either. It only showed up a couple of minutes after. So yeah, that was quite cool having that fly over my house. It sounded incredible. It was mental. So I wonder what that was flying over. Like I wonder why. I always find things like that really interesting. Strippers in Vegas. Oh, God. Right, chat, let's go and get the arrival in for Hamilton Island, because top descent is in literally like 10 miles, and I have done absolutely nothing. So, let's do the RMP Yankee runway 14 via Ovron. Flight plan. Please, please, please. Whichever god is up there, please push back my arrival slightly so I have a little bit more time to plan. No, okay, actually, tell a lie. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Right. There is traffic. Oh, okay. Looks like he's descending, actually. There we go. That's fine. The thrust the thrust reverse worked fine into Zurich. So I don't know why it didn't work into Florence. I actually need to ask Edward about that, because we done our first ever flap 5 landing into Florence, and I was thinking maybe it's something to do with that. I don't know. Won't look back. Do 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 do. Our trouble's always been so easy, but every now and then it brings us down. What the hell is going on my TCAS? Well, that aircraft seems to be well clear of us at the moment, so I don't know. Spearmint Rhino for that lap dance, son. Adam, hey, good afternoon to you, mate, and Band of Brothers as well. Good afternoon. My Sunday is going lovely, thank you, mate. We've got top descent into Hamilton Island in 20 miles, and I think it's going to be a phenomenal arrival. I'm actually so excited for this arrival. I've been excited for this arrival like all afternoon. Transition level, flight level 110. Oh, bollocks. I didn't mean to press that button. Shut up about the auto throttle. All alone. Oh, yeah, just another week. There we go. You've slept for like 3 hours. Oh, you've just slept for 3 hours. Oh. Ooh, I tell you, that wind is going to make things pretty interesting. 13016. It's straight on the head, but yeah. So for anybody that watched Edward's arrival into Oslo yesterday, he done an RMP AR, and my god, the plane flew it beautifully. So I had to find an RMP AR approach today. So that's obviously what we've got into Hamilton Island. Turn off traffic. That keeps binging away, or bleeping away, or flashing. Okay, so that's denoting us that top of descent is close. So we will reset there. And what I'll do is I'll go and bring up the chart over here so you can see what it is. To make me want to say, want to go back to the day I loved you more. When you had no money more. Every day I loved you more. There we go. So the RMP takes us overhead Ovron, then a left turn into final runway 14. Minimums 550. Which we'll go and scroll for. I really need a wee. I've been yapping away too much tonight, and I've totally forgot to have a wee, and now I really need to go. 550. Give me a heart, give me a soul, like it used to be. There we go, down we go. That didn't take too long, did it? Right. As the SEP with this guy. Okay, so we have managed to shoot past the 321 Neo. He's going very slow, the 321 Neo. Yeah, there we go. Right, chat, I'll be back in 2 seconds. Hang on. Right, are we still on V-path? Yes. Right, we've got more to prep. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do another flight after this one, chat. I think we're going to probably be in the 220 again tomorrow, so I probably won't do any more flying after this one in the 220. I might see if there's some ATC, some ATC to do this evening, because we obviously haven't had much chance to do that over the last couple of days. Maybe sort of close out the week with that. Can't really be bothered to set up another flight today. Like I said, we're going to be in the 220 tomorrow, so it's probably a sensible decision. YBHM 1187 CTAF when you just get in the vicinity of the airport. 1187. Adam, sorry if this has been asked already loads, but saw there was a hotfix for the 220. What was fixed? The route page with performance has been fixed. Apart from that, I don't know. I don't know, mate. We didn't get a change log or anything. But it's going to be quite frustrating because by the sounds of it, you guys aren't going to have that build on release because obviously Synaptic and AnyBuild submitted the build that we had on Friday for obviously release in the upcoming week. So I don't know. I don't know. It'd be very interesting. Sailing site from tomorrow onwards. Can you do the order for a laughter turnaround now? I don't know, mate. I honestly don't know because we restarted the plane before we went back to Zurich earlier. Not for that reason, but because my performance was slightly lower. So I actually have no idea at the moment. But I'm sure tomorrow we'll do, you know, 2 flights and we'll see. And hopefully we won't have to restart or whatnot. What was you saying about how great the marketplace was? I mean, I don't think the marketplace is great, but You know, that is obviously the annoying thing, right? That is obviously the annoying thing. I have picked up a slight bug with this plane in that we had a bit of a TCAS alert. Now, my traffic keeps flashing, which I don't think should be the case when we have no current conflict. Oh, I actually think it might be picking up me as the aircraft to conflict. Which I know the PMDG does sometimes. Yeah, the PMDG does do that sometimes. Very weird. I don't know. Alf, hope you well, mate. Last flight of the day. Yeah, I think so. I'll be honest. I think after this one, I probably will be done flying for the evening. We're going to be doing more A220 stuff tomorrow. So, yeah, I think we'll probably leave flying there after this one. And maybe do some ATC or something like that. But, yeah, we'll carry on flying tomorrow. I'll pick, you know, a rotation or a couple of flights to do somewhere. I really want to do Breeze. I really want to do, like, Key West or something like that. ITA, yeah, possibly. Possibly happen. I'll have to see what I'm in the mood for. Right, so we have got another situation where we've got a very, very, very short runway. 1,766 metres for runway 14. So, yeah, it's not the longest. That is what she said. I am going to just go with flap 4, though, on this one still. So, flap 4, medium order break, which should be okay. We've had no warnings in the computer telling us that we can't do that. 136 is the final approach speed. But, yeah, not a very long runway at all. And then 14 does have a backtrack. So, 14 will have to swing it around, vacate Bravo or Alpha or something like that. So it might make it a little bit funky for, obviously, some of the guys coming in with us. Or because we're all getting very close again. All getting very close. Now I'm very close to Mr. Crossy. I don't know. Dun, 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 dun. Not sure, YDG. Not sure. Feel like going to the gym. I do say that very often. This is also a feeling that I regularly do get. The music louder, let me feel like rumble, go, go, rest, come on. Oh, I tell you, it's actually been a brilliant week of streaming. Like, we had a bit of a rotten run prior to this week with Flight Sim and just PCs and technology. I mean, Jesus, the bounce back this week has been phenomenal. I mean, I'm so glad that all of those issues with monitors and PCs and things like that all happened last week and not the A220 release week. That would have been very, 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 very annoying. But I think this is our... Is this our 9th stream of the week? 8th or 9th stream of the week? God. I think this is our 9th stream of the week, actually. Flying the 220 into VTC tomorrow. Maybe. Possibly. You got me feeling like... Very nice. Very nice. I've flown Discover for a while. Oh! And that is why you need to monitor the aircraft a little bit more closely. Oops. Let's go down to 4,000 feet via off from. Stream's been great recently. Cheers, Jamie. Oh, mate, honestly, my pleasure. I've said it a few times, like, these release windows... I mean, I like to think that, I try and work hard and push out streams as much as I can week in, week out. But, you just do put that extra little bit of effort in. And, you have to find that extra little bit of energy from somewhere for these, pre-release streams and things like that. So, yeah, it's been a phenomenal few days for the 220 pre-release. a few more days of 220 flying in the lead up to release, and hopefully within those next few days, this plane will be in your guys' hands. I really want you guys to sort of now enjoy it and get some enjoyment from it. Bloody hell, Alf. Mad man. There's some flying. Let me feel like rumble, go hard, go rest, come on. Do. Right, good tune, but we're going to go and focus on this arrival. You wait till you see this approach. I have not flown into here for so long, but my God, am I excited. Right, so same prediction as earlier, right? We've been going with a slightly higher prediction than normal in the A220, because I still can't believe that I'm saying that we're flying an A220. Because I'm still absolutely terrible at landing this plane. So, predictions are open. It's a short runway. Good luck. What was the last landing? 310. 310 in Zurich, 343 in Florence. So they've all been over 300. I have learned another new little trick for the A220, which I'm going to try and put into place on this landing. So when the auto throttle cuts on the A220, it almost idles a little bit too early, and that's what it does in real life. And you just need, like, you're not really meant to do it in many other planes. You sort of flare, hold the flare, touch down, but you have to sort of give it another little flare. Like, you flare, hold the flare, and then just before you're about to touch down, you just give it a tiny little bit of back pressure on the side stick, which sort of counteracts that drop of speed. And then it should touch down quite nicely. All right, cool, Zach. Yeah, I'll see once we park up and land on this one. See where we are. Hulk, hey mate, welcome in. No problem at all. Good to have you in the stream. Any plans after this, or all done? I've got no more plans to do another 220 flight this evening. Yeah, I'm kind of done flying for the day after this one. So we'll have a nice landing to Hamilton Island. More 220 flying tomorrow, though. Might log on after this and do maybe a bit of ATC or something like that. So we haven't done a bit of ATC for a few days. But yeah, we'll land in Hamilton Island and park up and then work it all out from there. Or maybe I'll just go and have a shower and watch some TV for this evening and chill out. Another busy day coming up tomorrow as well. No, Aurora, it's not, mate. We're like an hour ahead of real time, or 2 hours ahead of real time. Ah. That should have gone back to auto, actually, that anti-ice. Evenings have been sparse since the World Cup ended. Lovely. Descent and approach checklist is completed. And we're going to come down here and switch back the display to norm. So remember, when you're landing and departing, this is what your map view should look like. And then obviously all of your engine parameters as well. Let's go and have a look at Hamilton Island. Yeah, make sure you're on CTAF chat for the landing to it. It's 1187. So yeah, I am visual with Hamilton Island. I think I'm actually going to do just a quick little orbit to lose a bit of speed and lose a bit of height. We'll continue tracking to Ovron for the moment, but I want to make sure that I'm, I want to make sure that I'm a decent speed, because I really want to test out the RNP AR. Was it QNH 1020? So I don't want to be doing this one too quick. So if any of the other guys, you know, are sort of prepared a little bit more than me and want to go in, this approach sort of comes up on you really, really, really quickly. It sort of comes out of nowhere. Yeah, I'm going to go head in select. Spacing's not looking the best anyway, so might help out a little bit. Ethan, hello, mate. How's that new PC getting on, mate? There's the how. Let's go 220 for the moment. Yeah, space is not looking the best, but we'll work it out. JFK to Atlanta, I was shocked. Oh, mate, are you happy that you got it? Like, obviously it costs you a lot of money and stuff like that, but are you happy that you upgraded and stuff like that? Good, good. That's the main thing. Hey, as long as you're happy, mate. Oh, yeah, you did send me that screenshot. God, bloody hell. Did you send me that screenshot today or yesterday? It's been a long day. I can't remember. Oh. Did I? I'm sure you did. I'm sure of it. Okay, so it looks like the 580... I love the fact that we've all had the same idea and we've all needed some extra time to prep our arrival. Now, we're turning back in now. I love the fact that we're all on like a vector. Right, I'm going to switch over to CTAF now. Nah, Ethan, you're all good, mate. I hope work was all right, mate. Let's make sure we're in VS. It loves to go into VFPA, which obviously we don't want. So let's go and track now direct to Ovrom. And we'll execute that there and go nav. I don't think we can take that nav direct just yet because we're not on a nice enough incept heading. Mate, honestly, this plane is so crap in the sense of, like, if you're not on an incept heading, like, you can literally not get into nav. It's like, terrible is this? Okay, so now, Ovron. Now I should be able to go to nav. Yes, there we go. It takes a moment to sort itself out. Let's go flat one. Oh, just about over speed there. Just on the boundary. I was in a different shop. Shift manager was bloke 20-year-old girl with body count at 12. Cars didn't stop. Good man. Bloke has a girlfriend. Ah, that's all right. Okay, so 4,000 at Ovron. Now, let's see how the plane is going to get on with this. There is the runway. What a place. What a place. We're going to go flap 2. And I'm going to hold the flap 3 bug there. I'm going to on the approach mode. And I'm going to set that to 1,000. So, we've got the approach mode armed, approach FMS1 V out, V path armed. So, hopefully, in a couple of seconds, we should get a bit of further descent as the procedure starts, which we will keep an eye out on. Let's do this.
The 582 is direct on-road.
And Hamilton Island traffic, Q-Link 1592. We're just now passing overhead Ovron for the RMP Whiskey runway 14. Chat, get your predictions in. You got a couple of seconds left. So we're very much monitoring at the moment. Just going to double check my descent altitude and stuff like that in the plane. So it's 3,500 feet at Hotel Mike 843. So in a second, the plane should start a descent to 3,500. Going to be an absolute belter. Oh, the pressure. The pressure, the pressure, the pressure.
Hamilton Island, Q-Link 3044, we're due to the final approach for Hamilton.
Let's go flat 3. So it didn't get my 3,500 that I was hoping for. And it's 1,500. I'm just gonna get it to the top of descent point because let's see. Ah, here we go. Now we can see the star coming down. Now, once that gets in the middle,
Qantas 582,
there we go.
200 knots traffic.
So that's gone into V path, which is correct. Wowzers. Good luck. And then I'm hoping to see in white in a couple of seconds VGP. Autopilot disconnect. No, we're very much seeing how the plane's getting on with this RMP AR approach. So we won't be taking manual just yet. What an approach, though. Holy shit. This is, like, peak. Nice. I think that'll work fine in terms of separation. Valiant. Cheers for your follow, mate. That is checked.
Hamilton traffic, Qantas 582, descending 3,700, level by overall.
Oh my god. This is like the best. Yes, Ace, there is, mate. Excellent. So, we now have VGP, which now means we're in the final approach mode. So, we now don't need to have the altitude low because it's not descending on the VNAV anymore, it's on the glide path. So we can now reset after getting VGP the initial altitude. It's 28, we'll just say 3. Yeah, VGP is the final approach in the 320, exactly. And we're going to go landing gear down. Wow, it has done a good job of that. That is impressive. Okay, maybe I am in the mood to do another A220 flight. I was like, right, I'm ready for bed, but now this has now woke me up. And we'll go final approach speed, which is 135. No pressure, Jamie. No pressure. Just you, Ethan. Just you, mate. Only you. Can we just go around just so I can like just enjoy this view again? I don't want this view to end.
Approaching minimums.
Right, here goes, chat. Hamilton traffic, Q-Link 1592. We are short of final runway 14.
400.
Don't take your hand off the stick, Jamie. Otherwise, you'll end up too low. Like that. There we go. Back to 280 rates. Four whites to four reds to 4 whites. Nice one. I can't blame the sim for that one.
50, 30, 20, 10.
Okay, reverses green. Knots. Still could have maybe held the flare for a little bit longer, but we are down in Hamilton Island. Jesus Christ, that approach. That has got to be my favourite one I've done so far. The ground felt like it came up to the airplane on that one. It honestly, it is. It's a tricky, tricky bird to land. Oh my god, the visuals on this though are actually insane. And Hamilton traffic, or Hamilton Island traffic, Q-Link 1592. We're now just backtracking runway 32. Just hard to butter this plane. I mean, again, it's another one of those runways where we don't have the most amount of room to play with, so I'll pretend like I meant to do that, but we sort of didn't have a great deal of runway there, so we had to put it down. But again, still got to try and get that, you know, flare and holding that flare a little bit better. Yeah, maybe a slightly earlier flare is needed still. Did we get shot down? Okay, flaps on. Nose was fine. Nose was great. We've swung it around today. We've got better with the nose, but the landings we still can't get smooth. I know we'll get there. Yeah, Waffle, I don't go full reverse in all places, mate. You can probably understand the reason why I went full reverse into here, though. And we're clear of the runway for you now, Q-Link 1592. I'm gutted that someone spotted that, nearly turned into the GA apron. So nearly, yet so far. Alright, let's whack on the APU. Strobe light come off. What the fuck is this apron? I mean, what an amazing airport. That approach. Definitely not listening to GSX on that one. Nice. Did you miss a godlike approach? Mate, you missed something, and it was absolutely ridiculous. It was so good. Yeah, visuals-wise, that was stunning. Okay, right, the APU's running, the APU's on. Drop down the engines. What is this shed? Old mate, you having a good old dance. Yeah, if you've never done a flight into Hamilton Island, get it on your list. That is a good question. I actually have no idea what the scenery is here in Hamilton Island. It's the AU scene. Good luck. Good luck, good luck, good luck, good luck. Oh, mate, this is so vibes. Do I have a tree add-on? I use Beejam, mate. I don't think there is any photogrammetry here in Hamilton Island. Is there enough stands? No, definitely not. Where'd you get this lovely livery from, Jamie? Not on in the Innie store. This is Tavers' lovely livery. It's not quite ready yet to go public, but it's coming. It's coming, it's coming, it's coming. Oh my god. What an airport. This ain't an airport. This is a freaking beach resort. Astusia, mate, can you keep the chat in English, please? Thank you, sir. Oh no, we've just missed the 580. I didn't realise. Oh.
Qantas 502, short final 1914.
Oh, he's coming in on the other side. Cool. We'll grab the landing rate in 2 seconds, chat. But yeah, all I will say is I think Brisbane to Hamilton Island has been my favourite A220 flight. I thought my Florence rotation and landing to there was the best one, but me. That was insane. Absolutely unbelievable. What was the flight time? It's about an hour and 40 on the way up here. Absolutely disgusting headwind, though. It's a bit better on the way back. Right, let's go and grab the landing rate. We gon' keep on going in the middle of the floor. Also, just an honourable mention for how amazingly the A220 managed that RNP AR approach. I mean, that got everything so perfect. Like, yeah. Wow, 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 wow. Right, what do you reckon, chat? What do we reckon of the landing? So, touchdown, pretty decent. In the touchdown zone, on the marks. I can't get those landings under the 300 mark. 364, 108G. I mean, not terrible, not terrible. Sophie, honestly, I will promise to get one under 300 soon. Okay, no, I have got one, to be fair. It's bad airport to try and get it under 300. Yeah, I mean, you know, we done exactly what we wanted to do. We got a decent touchdown in the marks and everything. Harsh, hey, mate. Honestly, bud, I absolutely fall in love with this plane after every flight that I do, mate, in all honesty. I really do. We just done an incredible RNP AR approach into Hamilton Island, and yeah, it was insane, mate. It really was. Yeah, you've really cooked with this. So that was a minus 364. So if you did go with more than 300 feet per minute, you are the winners. But I still need to get my landings finessed. I need to get my landings finessed. Maybe we can try a bit of landing practice. There we go. Love you, dude. Glad you're enjoying it. Yeah, I like. Genuinely, hats off to you and the team. Harsh. Actually, while you're in here, question on the build that we've got, the new updated build that came out yesterday. Has it been fixed for us with the auto throttle on the second landing? Was that fixed in the hotfix? I haven't had the chance to obviously do, because we had to restart earlier. So yeah, it'd be interesting to know. No, that requires WASM ingestion, so that will come post-release for turnaround. Gotcha. Cool. Think you need to pull more at 20 feet, like a sudden break in descent rate. We'll try. With my flight recorder, I should be able to, you know, stop the replay and take it over. But we'll see. This was a front-end change for the route performance, so we're able to get that out. Sweet. Nah, genuinely, chat, that is my 8th flight now. Yeah, I think 8th flight. And all I can say is my enjoyment just with every flight that passes by just increases and increases. There's another aircraft in. Hopefully out tomorrow for Vectors to Copenhagen. How does Hamilton Island look? Yeah, I mean, the scenery is stunning. Where'd you get that Qantas livery? Even I don't have. The lead dev of the Synaptic A220 doesn't even have the Qantas livery. That was how exclusive this flight was this evening. The legend Tavers was kind enough to send it across to me. Oh my god, they've literally got all of this models as well. Fish and Chips, Captain's Club. Yeah, Tavers has absolutely cooked with this livery. He said it's not fully finished yet. There's still some things that he needs to touch up and tweak, but yeah. Oh my god. This scenery as well. Oh, like, what a flight. What a freaking flight to end up the week. I am going to go to bed a very, 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 very happy man tonight. Have you tried a hold in it yet? No. No, I haven't tried a hold yet. Not tried a hold in this plane yet. Got a 3 a.m. wake. Got a 3 a.m. wake up for work. Can't wait. Yuck. Look at this. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you see lots of streamers also off to do Hamilton Island after this approach. I think there'll be a few that probably do decide to do Hamilton Island. Trends, obviously. Operators, so I was previously using my 350 ones, which include like a curve, but for the ones that I'm currently using, it's all default, mate. It's all linear. Oh, really, Felix? Wow. Wow. That's sick. Got a 2 a.m. wake up tonight, sadly off to Kefalonia. Oh, Jet Set, I'm so sorry to hear that, mate. I'm so sorry to hear that you've got a really horrible wake up and you have to wake up at 2 a.m. to go to Kefalonia. Oh, mate, honestly. I hope you're really tired. Ying, thank you so much for the 35 months. Sorry, mate. I meant to grab that one a bit earlier. Looks splendid in the Qantas livery. What an excellent design by Bombardier. Yeah.
Less than 3.
Yeah, it seriously shines on the Qantas livery. Jess, I think you've angered the entirety of chat. Oh, my God. Jesus. Right, chat, who wants the frickin' A220 then? I think if I was watching this, I would be raging right now. Because I'd be like, this is not fair. I promise you, chat, soon, you can fly it. Can I come to your house and fly it? Sure, yeah, come over. You can do my stream for me tomorrow. Do my stream for me. Not even flight sim anymore, but I want it. Monday, please. Chat, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Right, let's go and do a replay. And then I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to potentially do a bit of landing practice. I just can't stop looking at it. I would like it, but my wife will divorce me if I buy any more this month. Mate, honestly, just let her divorce you. I think this plane is grounds for divorce. Like, I mean, just accept the divorce and then you can just fly the A220 whenever you want. Do we know a price yet? $59.99, but that won't be the price of it in the marketplace because regional pricing. $49.99. Oh, sorry. $49.99, but it will be slightly different in the marketplace. Do correct me if I'm wrong. Due regional pricing, which I don't think any build Synaptic or anyone can do anything about. More. Can you give me some more? Can I just, like, just look at this view all night, please? Only marketplace for the time being, yes. It's only going to be on the marketplace on release. Did I hear correct that the MP version will not contain the fixes you guys received? Harsh is in chat. Fuck. That's the sign of a long weekend of streaming. I'm sure he will confirm, but I think the build... Oh, there you go. It will have the fixes the streamers have thus far. Somebody said earlier that one of the guys in the Snapchat Discord said that it would be the version that we got on Friday. So there you go. The fixes that we've got will also be there for release. Oh, that's good to know. That's good to know. Harsh, is there any, like, in the next couple of weeks, is there any, things in terms of performance that are going to be looked into? Like, I've spoke about it a little bit today, and I have noticed that sort of on average my FPS is lower than scenarios where I'd be flying the Phoenix, for example. And, you know, I've got a 5090 and a 9950 X3D, so obviously I've got a top spec PC, so it does worry me slightly if I'm getting slightly lower FPS. I really don't think it helps with Sim Update 5 and what a terrible place that's in at the moment. But yeah. We're working on patch 1 performance update. The systems aren't actually lagging the aircraft. It's the front end screens which are doing it in JS. Okay, well that's good to know. So patch 1 performance update. The systems aren't actually lagging the aircraft. It's the front end screens which are done in JS. Cool. So that is coming. Performance will be improved soon after release. That is very, 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 very pleasing. What else was I going to ask? It's like a Q&A with Harsh. What other questions? When's it releasing? I've had that question so much today. When A220-100, there you go. Harsh can maybe answer that about the A220-100. Already are. Yeah, hang on a second. Let them get the A220-300 out before we start worrying about the 100. Enjoy the 300 for the moment. Just say it, Harsh. Cover your ears. It's already in the factory. There you go. Harsh has it. Oh, the A220... Sorry, I thought you meant the version that was going to release the upcoming week. Harsh has the A220-100. There you go. There you go. Stefan, hey, mate, unfortunately, there won't be another flight this evening, mate. That was the last one for me this evening. We've already been live streaming today. So, yeah, I'll be off to bed in a bit. And we go again tomorrow. More A220 flying. Edward said earlier on stream that it's partially done. The A220-100 is pretty darn hot. Pretty hot. Right, let's go and do a replay. That is for sure the best one that I have done in the A220. What a freaking approach. I think tomorrow, unless I change my mind, I think tomorrow is gonna have to be like Moxie, so I could do some flying in America and do some flying around Florida, like Fort Lauderdale, Tampa, Orlando, Key West. I've got to find something around there with Breeze. I think that'd be such a vibe. But I'll see what to cook up. Breeze or Delta? I think it's got to be Breeze. Like, Delta's a vibe, but yeah. When will I be flying tomorrow? I'll get my schedule updated this evening for the upcoming week. But it will either be 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock. I would maybe say 11 o'clock tomorrow. I think I'll maybe have a little lay-in tomorrow. But saying that, it'll probably get round to 7:30 and I'll be wide awake and I'll be planning a stream for 10. So, yeah, you can expect a stream at either 10 or 11 UK time. Or if I'm feeling really lazy, 12 o'clock. But I doubt it. I actually cannot get over how, like, incredible that approach was. That is the screeny. Otter Megans Hamilton Island IRL. I'd love to, but I can't see it happening anytime soon. IRL stream from Hamilton Island. Yes, please. That seemed pretty fair, to be fair. To be fair, to be fair, to be fair. Not breeze tomorrow, it's vile. Nah, mate, it's a vibe. I would say that one was better than what we had into Zurich. No, the traffic in the background is just FS traffic. Don't worry, I'm not on that sim. The suspense travel on the nose gear, you defo got that, Dan. Yeah, absolutely. We're going to try a bit of landing practice, which hopefully I'm going to be able to do with the flight recorder. See whether we can try and master these landings a little bit. Right. Bear with. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to plop myself back here.
Sync rate. Speed. Speed.
Speed. Speed. Speed. Right. So, we're very much looking for landing technique. Here we go. We're just doing a bit of landing practice. Trim's quite out, actually. Oh my god, that was absolute perfection. Oh my god, that one was so good. That was literally like my best 220 landing. And we didn't even have any call-outs on that one either. Have you got the weight set? We've got 2.7 in at the moment, which seems all right. Oh my god, that one was so perfect. My trim is really out. Got to try and sort that out. My parking brake is on. Oh, there we go. Oh my god, seriously? Why can't I do this on the actual flights? This is without any of the call-outs as well. Well, it's proof that we can land the A220. We just need to be able to do it on the actual flight now, not in a bit of practice. It's the call-out. Maybe the call-outs are wrong. I need to turn off the GPWS call-outs. I'm blaming the call-outs. Bit floaty, that one. Bit floaty, but the touchdown is very good. 329, 223. No, that one was probably the replay one. 223, 136. Why though? I don't understand. What have I done differently on these replays? Cosgodden, thank you for the 10 months, mate.
1,110 subs.
Cheers, bud. No AT, yeah, but mate, I've been flight simming, I've been streaming for like 7 years. I can't say that really the pressure of other traffic or ATC really gets to me too much. Oh my god, why? Every single one has been perfect. Like, every single one has been perfection. Maybe it's because you'll land on the same runway in the same weather, not switching airports and conditions. With the call-outs you flare earlier, maybe I panic. Maybe with the call-outs I sort of hear 20 and I'm like, fuck, like I need to flare, but I don't know. Well, it's proof that we can land it smooth and also not have the nose. The nose doesn't hit down hard at all. And maybe that one was slightly harder, but nothing too bad. Can you disable the call-outs? I think you can, to be fair. Auto throttle out is the way to go as well. Maybe you're just shit. Yeah, but we're proving here that we're not, and we can actually land the 220. But why can't I do this landing on normal flight? Oh, sorry, that's me reading chat. Why do I feel like there's something really different that doesn't cause the nose to go down quickly? Do you know what I actually reckon it is? I reckon it's that. Because what I'm doing on approach is I am very much like pitching up. It's obviously because my trim is very, very high.
Too low, gear. Too low, gear. Pull up, stall.
Shut up.
Stall. Stall. 300. Too low, gear. Too low, gear. Gear. gear, gear, gear.
I think we've done too many replays. If it makes you feel any better, Kenko just done a 600. Oh, well, I certainly don't think my landing to Hamilton Island in real time was as bad as that. That sounds pretty rotten. The gear is down.
100.
Speed's a little bit high.
30, 20, 10.
Nice. What's that little extra, flare?
Too low, gear. Too low, gear. Up. Stall. Stall. Stall.
Yeah. The traffic at the apron is only FS traffic. Flare later, you reckon? Maybe we're finally mastering it. Testing the warning system. Yeah, we're putting it for its paces this evening. Bastiro, thank you for the follow. Cheers, mate. Welcome in. Good to see ya. Sorry, just ignore. We're slightly low on profile. Floated that one a bit. In terms of the touchdown though, like we are getting there. I actually think I'd done like 2 flares there. Like from what I was reading up on this plane, like when the plane idles back with auto throttle, like you should then sort of give it a little bit of a nose up. Like you sort of do another flare. Not too much though, but yeah. Been too busy preparing to get married. Hey, mate, listen, you're all good. No, not yet, mate, not yet. The default scenery for this airport is so bad I want the payware but don't have the money to spend at the moment. No. Yeah, mate, you seen Hamilton Island? If you can get it, not too much longer, Bella. I'm gonna probably go and jump in the shower and prep for tomorrow. More 220 flying, which I'm looking forward to. This has been a very successful base training. It has been a very successful base training. I'm happy we done that actually. When you next controlling? Oh, I don't know, mate. No idea. Not a clue. Right, chat. I am going to go and wrap up there for the evening. Doing some America tomorrow. Yeah, I've got Breeze like as an option. I really want to do some flying in Florida with Tampa and Fort Lauderdale and Key West and something like that. So maybe I'll cook up some vibey flights tomorrow with a Breeze. But yeah, we'll see. Into the Donald Trump airport. That's the one. JFK Burbank. Should we do a split stream A220 flight? Whoa, Bella, mate, thank you so much. Holy moly. That is some way to end up the week. Jesus Christ. Wow, holy moly. Breeze out of Provo. That would be insane as well. Yeah, I really fancy Provo again. So yeah, maybe we'll do a couple of Breeze sectors tomorrow. Oh, Bella, you're a legend. Thank you so much. Mate, it's honestly my absolute pleasure. Yeah, honestly. Last few days as well, chat have absolutely smashed it as always. Thank you, Bella. I really do appreciate your 5,000 bits. That is such a lovely way to wrap up the week. So thank you very, 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 very much. And I hope you're okay. I hope you're okay. Message me if you ever need. I'm always open to listening, mate. So yeah, absolutely. Right, chat. I'm gonna love you and leave you there. Thank you so much for an amazing day. Thank you for an amazing week. I really hope everyone enjoyed the Swiss flights earlier. I really hope everyone enjoyed the flight into Hamilton Island there. Bit of base training as well. Practice some of our landings. Life is good. But I am going to chuck on a bit of David Guetta and Zara Larsson. This one for you. And I'm going to leave it there for the evening. Yeah, I'm going to go and get some rest, have a shower, and then prep for tomorrow. Chat, thank you for all being here at the back end of the stream. I really, really, really do appreciate it. Hope everyone enjoyed that flight. And I will see you all bright and early tomorrow. Keep an eye out on Discord, and I'll get my schedule all updated. But I still haven't signed in on Twitch on my other screen, which I'm going to do in a short second. Right, chat. I love every single one of you. Thank you for all the amazing support. Take care. Have a great rest of your Sundays. And I'll see you in the morning. Bye. Yeah, we could drop a raid for sure. For sure. We dropped a lovely raid on Mr. 10 Minutes Till Land earlier, so we'll go and say hello to someone else this evening. Yeah, I think we're going to see Matthew. He looks like he's doing another section in the 220, so yeah, we'll say hello to him. Right. I am confident tomorrow that we are going to freaking do good with all those landings. I'm confident.